Another gig has been secured for Galacticare's blossoming portfolio, this time at Pyre Sale, a place of pilgrimage for religious Kuba Bali. Given that other cultures don't have the foggiest idea about Kuba spirituality, it's mostly a tourist destination. It also happens to be incredibly volcanic. While the regular rhythms of Pyre Sale's volcanism are its main attraction, on this particular occasion, the entire surface seems to have exploded. Untold numbers of people need emergency aid, Director. I should possibly have led with that. Mary and I stand ready to support you. Director, welcome to our station around Pyre Sale. I wish I had better news for you, but it seems as though the entire world is presently on fire. I'll patch you through to our Kuba client, Mother Buck, a religious figure and, oddly, Director of Tourism.
Sacred greetings, Galacticare. We embrace you to our world, as we did your competitor. May you thrive in our orbit, and the best of you acquire our money. So it is.
Our competitor, sorry?
Salazar, I believe. You were the two highest rated healthcare providers, so we arranged ourselves a bargain. A meal deal, if you like. Whichever of you performs best gets paid, as stipulated.
Salazar, are you absolutely sure?
It's been too long, my precious flowers. No need to stress yourselves. Dorian Salazar has been hard at work preparing his healthcare bosom to receive the world's toasty clientele. You're cordially invited to sit back and enjoy the disaster that Salazar shall make of your fragile reputation.
Yes, well, to hell with that, I say. Let's go, Director. Ready when you are. Is it time to get cooking? Excellent. Hospital opening now. Let's show that corrupt reprobate some real healthcare excellence. A call from the surface for you, Director. A somewhat smoky monk and his acolytes. This may be a useful edge for us as it happens. We are getting a call from some Kuba monks on the surface, and they appear to be smoking. I should remind you that given this call is coming from a fellow immersed in the volcanic conditions of Pyre Sale, answering may be a matter of some urgency. I've taken the liberty of tapping into the comms we're receiving, and it does rather sound as though they're choking to death on volcanic fumes. I've just thought you'd like an update, Director. Director, we're in the red.
Crikey!
Galacticare. Thank you for answering. I have managed to not be dead in the delay. I assume your reasons are wise ones. I am Brother Gumbo, an advocate of the First Faith. Apologies for the conduct of the Mother Buck, whose greed compromises us. The people suffer, and I bring them to you to save. The other one, Salazar, cares little for life. We arrive soon. Thank you for your presence and your earnest help. I hope to aid also. Galacticare, thank you for the gracious docking. I've arrived with my kin. Other acolytes suffering from burns and disaster. I should like to aid your work in buttering their toasty bodies back to health. Forsooth.
I've received Mr. Brother's details, and while he isn't trained in contemporary medicine, he seems to have an exceptional knack for healing the sick. This may be the edge we need to eject Salazar from orbit. A certain Mr. Brother on the line for you, Director.
As a scion of the First Faith, I spread my joy to all I touch, though it may take me some time to touch each patient. None who taste my wisdom shall ever come to harm. This is I'm grateful to be able to heal the ailing bodies of others and to aid your work ongoing. And so my work begins. Salazar is a toilet child and must not be allowed to prosper.
Welcome aboard, Mr. Brother. There's lots to do.
Thank you, small machine baby. May we march into the future's embrace together.
Sure thing. You're strange, but lots of people are like that in space, so I'm sure that's fine.
A pilgrim has been cured. The first recovery from this needless disaster. A shame that such greed befell our people. Near half of my people have been healed. My heart bursts with joy. May the jam of your healthcare continue to spread across the faithful. All the stricken have now been massaged back to health. Long may Dunce Boy Salazar reel at his spiritual failings.
Amazing! I made the perfect choice in hiring you. Oh, thank you for being here, my lovelies. We might actually get to remain a tourist destination after all this.
Director, that biostasis beacon is a real find. It generates a field of alleviative nanites that curtail health deterioration. I suggest parking it somewhere our ailing patients congregate to maximize its effectiveness.
Mother Buck is calling us about the first milestone in our contract. Quite intrigued as to what kind of challenge she'll provide us, actually. Mother Buck continues to ring away at us, Director. Our client is calling, and should we delay in answering her, threatens to become very, very sad.
Hello again, my darlings. Now that you're nicely settled in, it's time to see how well your company can service our needs. Your machine butler should have the requirements for this first task. Best of luck.
Not entirely inaccurate as a designation, I suppose. As degrading as this may be, Director, we've been tasked with maintaining a certain hospital rating, ensuring our staff are relatively happy, and treating a number of patients from the planet's surface. I rather despise having to jump through the hoops of mundane hospital operation, but whatever it requires, I suppose. We are here to serve the fine peoples of space. We have lack sites in the hospital, Director. Director, if vomit and trash are part of your aesthetic, carry on. Otherwise, we may need more Medibots.
Good gravy, you people are good. I can scarcely imagine the revenue we'll get from all these stores that are still alive.
You picked up some regenerative nanites. Once you install that upgrade in a room, the handy little nanobots will boost the healing properties of its treatments. The patients might be spitting out flecks of tungsten for a while, but all's fair in healthcare, Director.
Director, some of our patients are occasionally in need of recovery after treatment. And fortunately, Ms. Orion has been working on a new ward in which that may take place. Ms. Orion would also rather like to brief you on said ward, if you have a moment or two for her. Ms. Orion is now in the ward that was tested in R&D with the intention of recording footage of how soothing its chemical cocktail is. Unfortunately, she now seems to have slipped into a deep sleep. Director, with more...
The recovery ward is a handy space in which any patients who may have been unintentionally harmed by their treatment
Medibots,
can
we may be able to
recuperate
reach
if you're
hygiene
free to place
standards
as
set
many
in the
beds as you
19th
like,
century.
provided they fit inside the room. And our proprietary... The beds themselves are a combination of high comfort materials, memory foam, and an intense cocktail of automatically injected substances. Which, honestly, it's a riot. I've replaced my shape.
Let's construct a recovery ward. Patients having an extended nap is preferable to them dropping dead on the floor or vanishing into space forever. Remember, healthier patients means a higher hospital rating. KPIs forever. That's what I say. If you wish, you can also direct untreated patients who are at death's door here to stabilize them before they continue on their healthcare adventure. Director, Mother Buck is on the line with our next set of marching orders. Mother Buck awaits your answer, Director.
Are you ready for the next milestone? I'm adding on a couple of new requirements. I'm rooting for you. Salazar's enthusiastic, but he hasn't made the best impression. A little too needy, if you follow me.
I have the details for the next milestone. Hospital rating, patient health averages. I've popped it all up on your objectives display. The recovery ward should help us get the edge of a Salazar. Let's wipe that bloviating tart out of business, Director.
this it?
We have lack sites in the hospital, Director.
Useless apes.
Help me. Help me.
A remarkable performance, Galacticare. This ought to give that mustachioed airhead a kick up the backside.
You may claim your award at any time, Director. Vomitungs detected inside the station, Director. Don't forget to collect your goodies, Director.
That alacrity engine is a nifty device that emits a localized time dilation field, which speeds up treatments in a single room. So it'd be best to install it in a room that's in high demand.
Still here? Good. Dorian has started to become rather irritating. There are a few metrics on which you can beat Salazon. I hate to pick favorites, but you seem like you know what you're doing. And you won't bombard me with messages about albums I really must listen to.
Director, I have both the metrics and albums in question. Firstly, our client's requirements are on the screen. Secondly, I've processed the musical material to which you referred, and it's positively awful. While you deal with the issue of our patient's health and wellness, I shall bombard Salazar's music reviews with appropriately negative responses.
I think that's just called trolling, Heel.
And perfectly justified in some circumstances, Melly. Besides, I can create accounts faster than they can ban them.
Do mind that superheated plume, Galacticares. I'd hate for it to slow you down at all. I want to demolish you at your best, you hapless bags!
Yes, station damage sustained, Director. I may have somewhat failed to pay attention to our trajectory. Vomitings detected inside the station, Director. Vomitungs are stalking your hospital. It's worth getting rid of them if you want your patients to keep their food down.
Do you see that colossal on sensors?
Yes, Medic. I'm sure you can handle it.
Oh, okay. Thanks. I won't let you down. Director, the diagnosis shuttle is ready to launch at your command.
The shuttle is now ready for your dispatch order, Director.
Hospital Colossal Friend Galacticare. I am Sir Leslie Nielsen Noria, and I am burned. You may call me Shirley for convenience. I am burned. Is that how it goes? Baz has an easier time with this language business than the rest of us. I wasn't sure which structure was yours. I went to another at first. Hear my memory. This is a rejection, correct?
Hell's bells, get that freak off the screen, intern! If I wanted to get an eye full of beef jerky, I'd take another trip to see your mother.
Regardless, my efforts to still this world have failed, and my flesh is combusting. I request your aid, friend to Colossals.
Hi, Director. I'm supposed to tell you that the tissue sample's here, and the diagnosis canister is ready to be analyzed.
We have a sudden laxite problem,
We
Director, and
diagnosed
if we don't
Shirley's
zap
sample.
them to oblivion,
Their
our
bodies
floors
are
may end up
really
looking
weird.
like a Jackson
They can
Pollock.
still react badly to extreme heat, though. I guess you can kind of tell that by looking at them. The canisters for Shirley's treatments are ready to be processed.
Having a good one.
All our treatment canisters are filled up with healing cocktails and are ready to be shipped off to space.
The canisters are all full up with chemicals and they're ready to go help our big friend.
The away team have prayed to their various gods as per spacefaring tradition and are ready for launch.
has been launched into space. I hope it works.
Hello, small sapiens. Please douse me. Also, there's an itch on my supracaudal plate. Would you mind? I can't reach. Flippers, you see.
Okay. We'll try. We can send someone with a broom, maybe.
Thank you, friends. Had I expired, the Creator would not have begrudged you. Word of your good work moves swiftly through loam space. Baz may be right to have the plans he does for you. Travel safe, Galacticare. Don't let the mustache man win.
Wow, we did it! I mean, you did it. I mostly just fixed things and told you what was happening. Great job, Director. I'm gonna go get Heel back now because I'm getting anxiety from having to do stuff, which Heel doesn't think I can feel, but I can, and that makes it way worse, actually. Good luck.
Well, just incredible work, Galacticare. Salazar may as well just go home now. He won't, of course. I'm particularly thankful we don't have to worry about a dead colossal being stuck in orbit. It'd be terrible for the spirits of our visitors. Nearly at the finish line. I have one more challenge for you both, and I can't wait to see how well you do. Now, we at the Kuber Institute of Faith and Tourism must ensure that the cultures of our visitors are fully respected. So we want to see how good you are at satisfying their desires.
Salazar prides itself on appeasing all the strange needs of these various space creatures. In fact, I've already arranged a meeting with a delegation of your fine Kuba people. Ignore Galacticare, my dear mother. Dorian Salazar has the mojo you're after.
Let's get to work, Director. I've heard enough about Salazar. If we manage this, Salazar will never live it down. Let's be rid of the slimy charlatan. Director, a swarm of pests have appeared in the hospital. Let's get those blighters out of here before our patients start evacuating themselves.
Riddled with disgusting space vermin? Not a great look for health and safety, Galacticare.
And how would you know that, exactly?
I didn't pay tourists to smuggle them aboard your station, if that's what you're asking. Begone with you and your conspiracy theories, robot!
Through space.
Vomitongues are stalking your hospital. It's worth getting rid of them if you want your patients to keep their food down. We have an incursion of laxites. I suggest swift action, Director, or the consequences. Trash have impacted our hospital, Director. And based on their trajectory, they were ejected from Salazar's station. I'm assembling a dossier for us to pass on to the solar authorities. We'll let the fool enjoy his excesses for now. Director, the hospital is in a sorry state. I suggest you acquire some more Medibots. Director, Vomitongues have been spotted in the station. Director, with more Medibots, we may be able to reach hygiene standards set in the 19th century. Director, lac sites have been spotted in the station.
Well, my goodness! Aren't you keen? You've left your competitor firmly behind you, Galacticare! If you keep this pace, basically no one notable will have died in this disaster! You're doing wonderfully, Galacticare!
I'd rather thought we were done with all of this, Director, but it seems our client is calling you. Mother Buck is pestering me to have you answer her call, Director. I'm making my very best excuses.
I hate to bother you again, but Salazar has caused something of an incident with our visiting dignitaries. It seems he was trying to copy some of your technology and, well, they've all ended up being flash frozen.
Lies and slander from the Cooper Space Witch. Dorian Salazar, polymath, and business avocado simply does not flash freeze incredibly important representatives of alien cultures. It's surely Galacticare who have...
Stop. Apologies for Mr. Salazar's conduct. He will be dealt with. Our remaining patients have been directed to your facility. Apply your superior technology to the resolution of their conditions. Victory is yours. We are leaving the system.
Galacticare, stop them! I'll never financially recover from this! I will not go down! I shall not!
I'll put our legal proceedings on hold, Director. Let's figure it all out once we've resolved this emergency. An avalanche of hyper-frozen dignitaries, pilgrims, and tourists are incoming, Director. Let's show them that it is indeed hot in here. Take off all your clothes and so on. Apologies, Director. It's begun, Director. They're here. Director, the organics require toilets. I'm not sure what they get up to in there, but I'm told it's important.
you people don't slack off without Salazar on your heels. I don't want you getting comfortable.
Perish the thought, Miss Buck.
That's Chieftain Buck to you, holographic hallboy.
Of course. Yes. Several thousand apologies. Director, I should rather like to request installation of a physical jaw, so that I can chew glass rather than continue servicing this particular client.
Gratitude for helping my people, even through this sordid pageantry.
Not at all, good chap. It's what we do.
Please understand, Mother Buck is not an ideal ambassador for Kuba Bali spirituality. She was faithful once, but corrupted many of our sacred traditions after the conclave elected her chieftain of tourism and merchandising.
Well, certainly. That kind of power will do that to a person.
Good to see some perspiration, Galacticare! You must be cracking the whip behind that ponderous abbot, Brother Gumbo.
I require no incentive to adhere to my mission. Unlike certain faithless exo-evangelists.
Heavens. Mary, do you ever worry you'll get caught up in a holy war?
I don't even know what that means.
Oh, aren't you amazing? Bless you, and bless the cycles for sending you to us. The listing for the contract helped too, I guess. I always knew it'd be you. While you count your credits, I'm gonna scrape off some of this body oil. I can't have my office smelling like Salazar. Blessings of the stars upon you, Galacticare.
Well, I don't know about you, Director, but I feel significantly better about this whole thing. Some damn fine work you've done, I must say. I'm sure I'm not the only one who's vaguely concerned about the voice we heard. I actually wasn't aware Mr. Salazar had superiors. Anyway, we'll cross that bridge if we must. I'm sure our operation has nothing to be concerned about. For now, we can take a breather. Another contract satisfied and a competitor demolished. A rather good day on the job, actually. I wonder if I could get Mary to shuttle my mainframe down to Pyre Sale before we leave. Their springs are apparently quite beautiful. Not that I can swim, of course. Everyone would love to have you around for a while longer, Director, but it's understandable if you'd rather move on.